Hi everyone. So today I wanted to show you a pedal board that I've built recently. This is my newest build. I switched from Fractal FM9 and with this build I really don't miss it anymore, especially that I'm under impression that there is like so much more to explore with this board, and there is so much more in terms of the sounds and tones that you can get from this build here. So I will just run you quickly with how it is all laid out in the chain, and then I will just show you some cool things and some cool sounds that I'm getting from the board, and also we will jump into the MIDI setup, how I have everything connected via MIDI, and I can basically run everything from the HX Effects. So jumping into the board, on the top right we have the Barber tone press, which is a really cool compressor that I've decided to get instead of the stock compressors from the HX Effects. It just gives me more flexibility, and I can get different tones than the ones that I had previously on the HX Effects. It is completely, you know, it is not required, but if you want to have different sounds, then yeah, you can get different compressors than the ones that you get from the HX Effects. So yeah, from the tone press, I'm going into the HX Effects directly into the input of HX Effects. Then I have some other effects in the chain, such as POG and some other modulation effects in the chain. And then I'm running into the FX loops in the HX Effects with the big Tonex unit that I have over there. I mainly use it for overdrives. So I have 3 different patches that I'm using on the fly, but on that I will explain later on. So then I'm going into some delays from the HX Effects, and then from the delays I'm going into the BigSky, which is my main delay unit. I do not use any other delays in the HX Effects, although you can experiment with it and use it. So from the BigSky, I'm going out stereo to the 2 Tonex Ones, which is basically my amp captures, and from the those 2 Tonexes, I'm going into the canvas stereo, which is the line isolator, and then out to front of house or to my audio interface in studio, out of those 2 outputs, which are the XLR outputs. And also the red cable that I have here connected to the right output, I'm basically using it as Polarity Reverse cable, which is really short cable that I'm using, and I have it basically, I soldered it myself. It is really simple, to connect those pins differently and just make this cable on your own. I'm using it because there is no option to, reverse the polarity on the canvas stereo, unfortunately. So this is a simple workaround that I'm using. It doesn't give me any sound loss through this cable because it's very, very short, and yeah, it works perfectly. So yeah, I also forgot that there is an also option to connect the volume pedal to the HX Effects, there is an expression volume input here, and I'm just running it to the HX Effects. So from the HX Effects, I basically program the MIDI capabilities of those two pedals. Unfortunately, there is no MIDI capability with the tone press and the small Tonexes, but really I don't need it because I'm just using all the time the same captures for every single preset that I have in the HX Effects, and I just leave the settings and the tone press always on. So yeah, this is the main setup that I'm using. So as you can see, with the HX Effects, there is an option to control everything via MIDI. So if I just press some snapshots, then those presets on my two main units are switching there. So it is also, you can have different MIDI banks triggering per preset and per snapshot. So there is loads of options that you can get using this setup with the HX Effects and the Tonex, and you can get multiple different tones and sounds that are available for you in the HX Effects and the Tonexes. So yeah, let's just jump into some tone examples, because yeah, this is the main reason that I got this board. Yeah, so today I will be playing through my Veritas Riverton. I've got it like 1 year ago or so. I've only switched the pickups in the guitar. So right now I have Lambertone pickups. There is Crema on the neck and grinder on the bridge. Other than that, everything else is stock as of now. So in terms of captures that I'm using, right now on the left I have the AC30 and the Fender PROSONIC on the right. Those are the advanced captures that I got from Canyon Reed, from Tone Factor. I believe these are not available right now on the Tone Factor website, but you can get them directly from Canyon if you message him. So these are the captures, and in terms of effects, I keep my compressor on, and I always have some sorts of overdrive on. So this is basically my main clean sound, and this is how it sounds. Yeah, so this is the sound without the wet effects, and I will just show you the other stuff that I'm using. So there is an also option to turn the mode here on the HX Effects, and from the snapshot you can just jump into the effects that you assigned, and you can just switch them on the fly. So I also have the main delay that I'm using. So this is just standard simple stereo delay. I also have the dual delay option, which I mainly use for lead lines and some ambient stuff. I also have a vibrato here. And you know, some simple dual pitch, which is basically mimicking the POG, which is just an up and down octave. So yeah, in terms of reverbs, I just also said previously, as I said previously, I'm using the BigSky. I have only 4 presets that I'm using in the BigSky. All of them are cloud reverbs. So I have some some warm, smaller mix and decay reverb. I have a big cloud reverb. I have also bigger warm reverb, and for ambient stuff, I'm using a bigger cloud reverb. So these are the only 3 reverbs that I'm using. You can, of course, have many other presets here in the BigSky that you can change in the HX Effects, but for now I'm just using those for to don't get more confused when I'm playing. So besides those sweat effects and other modulation effects, I have 3 different captures on the big Tonex. So right now I'm using the captures from Tone Factor and Tone Shepherd. So I have the Lightspeed as my first stage overdrive. The second one is the Benson Preamp from Tone Shepherd, and the first gain stage is the Kilt from Tone Factor. So these are my main overdrives, and also I have a boost if needed. It is the kinky boost in the HX Effects. So if I need a little push, I can just turn it on. So I'll just show you how it sounds with all the wet effects and with the first gain stage overdrive. So these are the sounds that I'm getting from the build. So this is basically my first snapshot, and I'm using 4 snapshots here because the HX Effects only allows you to have 4 snapshots per preset. But again, you can switch the presets here on the left, so you can have other multiple options available for you quickly. So the second snapshot that I have here is the second gain stage with some warmer reverb here that I have. So this is how it sounds. And yeah, all the sounds are right now I'm showing you on the bridge pickup, because this is the main pickup that I'm using. So yeah, I can also use the other pickups for some lighter stuff. So with the clean setup, with the clean snapshot, I'm getting sounds like that from the neck pickup. There is also the middle pickup. So yeah, there is the lead setting that I have here. So this switches on my dual delay boost with the POG, the Kilt, and some warm reverb. I can also get it, a bit more brighter sounding. If I want to, I can switch to the bigger reverb here. So yeah, this is how the lead sounds. And I also have the ambient snapshot. So if I want to do some swells, I can do that, of course. So this is how the swell sounds. And I can also play some, some small lead lines with it in the when there is need to have, some bigger delay and some bigger reverb. Yeah, so these are the sounds that I'm getting from the board. You can get really wild with all the effects that are available with the HX Effects, and you can get really flexible with other units connected to it. And there is loads of different sounds that you can get from this board. And if you are considering getting the HX Effects and paired with the Tonexes, then I really recommend it. There is loads of MIDI options, loads of presets that you can save different MIDI routings, different bangs. So yeah, let's just jump into the HX edit, and I will show you how exactly it is all laid out there. So you'll get an idea what are the limitations and options that you can use with MIDI. Okay, we are right now in the HX Edit app, where I have my HX Effects connected to my PC via USB cable. So here I have all my presets and also, the chain of pedals and the chain of effects here from the HX Effects. So I'm starting with the POG, then I'm going to the FX loop, which is basically my big Tonex with drive captures, then to the boost, volume, modulation, effects, then delays, and then I'm going out to the BigSky. So I will show you how I have the MIDI thing sorted out. So there is an option in the HX Effects to go to the command center, which is basically all for MIDI. The first thing that I wanted to show you, I've made some notes with my pedal board and what are the channels and programs that I have, all the presets on my units. So it is easier for me, to make other presets where I know where my things are on those units. So as you can see, I have the preset name, the pedal, the channel, and the program of that unit. So then I can go to the command center and just apply those channels and programs, and it will basically switch to the MIDI on those devices. So let's just go to the command center and I will show you how it is all laid out. So you have here the snapshot selector. You have 4 snapshots on your HX Effects, unfortunately, but for me it is sufficient. I don't need anything more, especially that you can have different presets on the fly. You can switch to that, and you can also have click that mode, press on that mode option, and you can select other effects from there. So I will show you how it works. So here I'm using the instances, the instant option in the command center, which triggers the MIDI on my big ToneX and the BigSky. So here, as you can see, we have the MIDI channel 1 and program 3, and also there's a MIDI channel 2 and program 1, which correlates to those two things, so to the Lightspeed and the big cloud preset. So if I want to add anything else, then I can, program that in with the commands. So this is set up differently per snapshot. As you can see, it changes here, and I have the lead snapshot, which triggers my kilt, which is on the program 5 on the ToneX, and also it triggers the worm, the big worm cloud reverb that I have on the BigSky. So it all correlates to those programs and channels. So I will not get lost, and I don't need to go to other edit apps and search what channel and program I have other presets on. So I have it organized that way. You can of course trigger multiple things. You have up to 6 instant triggers, but I'm not using every single instant option here. You can have different parameters for each instance. As you can see, for clean and drive, you can have them laid out separately. And here, those are the switches on the mode option on the HX Effects. So we can also assign different MIDI commands to those foot switches, which is really great, and allows you to be more flexible. So I really recommend it, because you can have up to 6 different instances per snapshot, and you can have different settings for each instant on other snapshots. So it works really, really great, and I really recommend it as your touring and your gigging option. You can have everything managed from the HX Effects pedal. So this is everything. If you have any questions to the setup, or how I set up the MIDI, or anything else regarding tone, just leave me a comment in the comment section. You can also drop me a DM on my social media, which is the links are down below. And I also encourage you to check out my recent video on the mixing broadcast template that I've created for churches, so you can have a really pro sounding mix with the template that I've created. There is also around 3 hours of video tutorials that you can learn how to set up the template. And if you again have any questions, just do not hesitate to reach out to me. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye bye.